So today, we're going to be taking a look at the Hiboy P7, which is an electric commuter bike that has the ability to go on unpaved roads, and it's actually affordable. But you may be asking yourself, why would I want an electric bike for commuting? And to put it simply, it's to save money and add some fun on your daily commute. Owning a car is pretty expensive, public transportation is slow, and traffic is a nuisance. And one of the most affordable and viable ways to make your commute cheaper and provide a good workout is to ride a bicycle. So in this video, we're going to go over the assembly process and go in depth on the features, specs, and build of this bike. So now, let's take a closer look at the Hiboy P7. The P7 comes in your standard bike box, but it is pretty heavy, so make sure to be careful when moving, and if possible, have someone help you move it. After opening, the bike is assembled by 85%. All you have to do is install the handlebars, attach the front light, put on the front wheel, and install the pedals. Included in the box were the necessary tools, and the whole process only took me about 20 minutes, and that included having my daughter help me and walking her through the process as I was doing it. So if you're a beginner mechanic, you should have no problem putting the bike together yourself. And also went through the whole bike, and all the bolts were tight and the shifting was perfect, and there was no adjustments needed. The P7 comes with a 6061 aluminum frame with a matte black paint job. You can also get it in a matte gray paint as well. The frame tubing has a nice shape to it, and it does a really good job of integrating the battery into the frame. The welds on this frame are also surprisingly nice, and I've gone over this frame a couple of times and the welds are consistent throughout. Another part I think the Hiboy did a really good job on is the cable management. There's a lot of cables on the front of this bike, and what Hiboy did is they used these cable management coils and bundled the cables together so there's no stray cables. They also did a pretty good job on keeping the cables tidy by having them internally routed, giving the bike a much cleaner look. The only thing that's missing is a water bottle cage mount, but it's not really a big deal since it's pretty easy and inexpensive to get a universal bottle mount. So there's not a lot of information on the geometry of this bike. So I measured out some of the major geometry points, and here they are. The head tube angle is around 70 degrees. The C tube angle is around 73 degrees. The top tube length is about 570 millimeters. The reach is about 430 millimeters. The head tube length is about 125 millimeters. The standover height is about 810 millimeters. The wheelbase is 1,145 millimeters. The chainstays are 440 millimeters. The weight is about 56 pounds, and it retails for $1,300. The motor is a 500 watt brushless motor, and it provides 70 newton meters, or about 52 foot-pounds of torque. The P7 has a removable lithium ion battery, rated at 48 volts and 696 watt hours, and has an estimated range of over 68 miles depending on your assist level, and 35 miles of range when only using the throttle. The display is an EN06, and it displays the power level, battery level, and miles per hour. It also has an odometer, trip meter, voltage meter, and a timer. For safety, the P7 comes with a 300 lumen light with a horn. Both are activated by a switch on the handlebars. It comes with a no-name brand fork with 28mm stanchions, a 44mm offset, and 120mm of travel. The handlebars have a 740mm width, the stem has a length of 90mm, and has a threadless headset. It comes with 27.5-inch wheels, and both wheels have 36 spokes. The tires are made by ZC Rubber and have a 2.2-inch width. It also comes with tubes with Schrader valves. The brakes have Wuxing levers and Jack Super Brake mechanical disc brakes, with 160mm rotors both front and rear. The drivetrain is a Shimano Altus with 9 speeds and a 32-tooth cassette. It has a no-name crankset with a 38-tooth chainring. The saddle is 275mm long and has a width of 150mm. And lastly, it has metal pedals with reflectors. So there's the full rundown of what to expect from the Hiboy P7 commuter e-bike. I do plan on doing some extensive testing on this bike to test its riding characteristics, both on and off-road, and to test its range. But if you have any questions about this bike, please put them in the comments and I'll try to respond. Thank you so much, and have a great one.